It's time to talk about the free agency moves of a team that's kind of in shambles right now, but it's not really their fault. Yes, I'm talking about the New Orleans Saints. First off, they lost a couple guys, including cornerback Paulson Adebo on a 3-year, $54 million deal to the New York Giants. He's coming off a serious injury. He broke his femur last October. He is only 25, so he can definitely bounce back from this injury, but I can understand why the Saints didn't want to pay him $18 million a year. They also lost wide receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling on a 1-year, $4 million deal to the Seattle Seahawks. This guy had 411 yards last season on only 19 catches. And unfortunately, they lost quarterback Derek Carr to retirement. He had a torn labrum and irreversible damage to his rotator cuff, which forced him to hang it up. There was an option of him going through season-ending surgery or playing through the injury, but he was not comfortable with either decision. Carr's career is an interesting one. At his best, he was a fringe top 10 quarterback, but he only played in the playoffs once and lost in the wildcard round in 2022. He is a 4-time Pro Bowler, but I think he'll always be seen as a good player, but not a great one, and I can partially blame the bad teams around him. Wish Derek Carr the best of luck in his career after football. Let's talk about who the Saints gained in free agency. It includes wide receiver Brandon Cooks on a 2-year, $13 million deal from the Dallas Cowboys. He is a former Saint, and he gets a second chance after being traded from the team in 2017. They also gained quarterback Isaac Yiadom on a 3-year, $9 million deal from the 49ers. And then the guy I want to highlight is safety Justin Reid. He signed a 3-year, $31 million contract from the Kansas City Chiefs. A safety room with Justin Reid and Tyrann Mathieu sounds super scary on paper, but the team has a lot of question marks on offense, especially quarterback. So this defense is going to be on the field a lot. A guy that can help out that defense also is defensive end Chase Young, who they re-signed on a 3-year, $51 million deal. Chase Young is going into his 6th season and has never had double-digit sacks, which is kind of crazy for a guy who is drafted so high. But he is only 25 years old, and he's earned the chance to still be a young, dominant pass rusher. They also signed tight end Jawan Johnson on a 3-year, $30 million deal. He had the second most receptions last season on the team behind running back Alvin Kamara. And they're investing in this guy who had a solid season and was one of Derek Carr's favorite targets, so maybe he can be the same favorite target for Tyler Shough. Overall, I unfortunately have to give the Saints free agency grade a D. The guys that they re-signed have shown promise in this league. Again, it's not their fault that they lost their franchise QB to retirement. The guys that they gained in free agency, besides potentially Justin Reid, aren't going to make a huge impact on a team that already has so many question marks. What do you guys think? Is my grade too high or too low? Is there anybody that I missed that is worth mentioning? All this and more, let me know down in the comments.